YouTube. Hey, we back, man. Like I tell y'all, man, definitely details coming soon with the merch. I told y'all, man, I'm trying to keep y'all super busy. Y'all keeping me busy. If you haven't seen any of my graphic works, please go to my Facebook page. I'll put it down below. And make sure when y'all watching these videos, like, subscribe, and share. I really need y'all to start liking these videos. I appreciate the support. Y'all keep it up. But let's get into this interview. 3, 2, 1, go.
Missing game, missing. Ain't no competition. Missing game, missing. You know we got it, missing game, missing. It ain't no competition. Missing game, missing. Missing game, missing.
So I feel like I got a good interview set up on this one. I did my homework. A lot of people continue to say the same thing about this coach and this player, that they're both humble guys, stand up, and they don't hold back. They blood raw with it. So coach told me to do my homework. I did it. He said he gonna give me blood raw. And I got some good questions, I feel like, but I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Man, I'm Coach Steve Mott, Rivercity Commandos. I'm Kendrick Sessions, linebacker for River
Oh,
City.
all right. It's Tedrick. That's the first name.
Yeah, my first name Kendrick.
Oh, Kendrick. Kendrick. I thought you said Tendrick. I was like,
No,
oh.
what y'all thought it was?
I heard. Well, actually, nobody really gave me the first name. They just said Sessions. Everybody always says Sessions. That's it.
I was gonna ask when you know you're a legend. When they only call you by one name, oh, you're a legend then.
All right. So since you want to get to the legend part, let's go with Sessions first. Word in the FFA is nobody knew who you were until you start playing in the FFA. How do you feel about that?
I really don't have no problem with it because I'm the type of player, I don't do all that talking. But when I get on the field, then I show. You understand? All that show on the field. So a lot of them guys, they really didn't know me until like the first year us coming to the FFA. But after then, names started ringing.
And now that's one thing I did hear. They said when you got into the FFA, your name came up, and like Coach has said, when you know you're a legend, people call you by your last name. I know you say you're not the person to talk, but I got a little information on you that, and I want to say at your high school, you just got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, speak about that. How you feel about that? What made you, out of all these people, I don't know what year you graduated, but how did they induct you into the Hall of Fame and why?
Well, I graduated in 2000. I broke the school record in 2 years of playing varsity football. The guy that was leading the having the school record, he played 3 years, and I broke it in 2 years. I had 179 tackles in one
Mm.
season with 71 assists. So I got I guess my name just spread it like wildfire, like making a lot of tackles. But my defense that we had was, what I'm saying, we had an outstanding defense. We had like the number one defense. So it just, we had top dogs out there, but hey, my name just spread it real fast. So,
Okay. What high
I got
school?
paid. I went to school in Palaca, so it's called Palaca High School. It's one school in the city.
Okay. Well, after high school, your senior year, did you ever go to college? Anything after that?
Yeah, I had a couple of schools that wanted me real bad. Alabama was like one of the biggest schools that really wanted me, but I ended up going to junior college out there in Kansas. I went to Butler Community College. Uh, I was looking, them guys out there winning. They was winning championships, and I always wanted to get me a ring. So I ended up choosing to go out there. I went, played 2 years. I got 2 rings. And from there, I kind of came home or whatever. Got tired of the weather because it was kind of cold. Came back to Florida, started going to EWC. Played like a year out there with my brother. And then, after then, my brother invited me to start playing minor league football. And from there, I've been playing ever since.
What year was that you got into minor league football?
That was like 2004 or 5.
Okay. Well, my next question will be for Coach Mott. Then, when is the first year you started the River City Commandos?
2011, September the 6th, 2011 was my first practice date. Our first game was January of 2012.
Okay, what league did you start it in?
Elite Amateur Football League. That was the original EAFL. Jonathan Hall started that league back then. So that was the EAFL. Not the one that Torres doing now, but that was the original.
So I got a question on that since you brought that up. How you feel about that? Because I was told that you were co-owner of that league with those initials. How you feel like him coming out with the same initials with a different name on it? You feel like
I
he
was
piggybacked off of you or something?
no, I was never a co-owner of that league.
Okay, so you
I was never a co-owner. I was just all I did was help him out because he wasn't. I had so many connections in the semi-pro world as a player. I just helped him out with resources. I was never the
okay.
co-owner of that league.
Oh, a lot of people felt like you was part owner or something into that league. Okay, so that kind of invalidates my question with Coach T coming out with the same initials. How you feel about that? You feel like he copied that lead, or he just came up with it himself?
Well, if it's word for word, yeah, it's copied. If it's word for word, he didn't change nothing. But I mean, honestly, it was never my league. So I mean, it is what it is, man. But yeah, he copied it. If you want to be, that's accurate. It's word for word.
Hmm. So you say you're
Elite
not
Amateur
original.
Football League. Elite Amateur Football League. That was the same league that Jonathan Hall started.
Hmm. So that's where you started off with, and you being in that lead, I heard that you did really good, as in what, 4 straight years of undefeated seasons?
Yes.
4 straight years, so that's 4 championships in that lead, right?
It was 4 championships. I didn't go undefeated. I lost in 4 years. I lost 2 games.
2 games. Who are those two
Yeah.
teams you lost to?
My first game I ever lost to was the Jacksonville Spartans. Shout out to Vi. 20-17, February the 23rd, 2013. They beat us in overtime. I lost to them, and yeah, that was. And then I lost to I forgot the team from Georgia. I think no, it wasn't a team from Georgia. I lost to a team from Louisiana in a bowl game. That was the only 2 losses I had in the EFL.
Okay. But you have 4 rings though in the EFL, right?
Yes, sir.
So that what last season in that league coming out of it, you had a preseason game, right?
Last year,
That last year coming out of that league of the 4 years that last year of the EA whatever league it was
the
called.
EAFL 2014 was the last year I was there.
So that last year you had a preseason game against the Tampa Bay Patriots, right?
Yeah, Gene Allen was the owner back then, and he
Why
put yeah.
Session, why you over there smiling?
Because it was some bullshit. It was I forgot he named the bowl. I forgot what he called it, but yeah, we went to Tampa. We went to Tampa, and I promised they had at least 65 players. I promise it was 3 teams put together, but they only. I mean, the game was jacked up because when we got there, one up with 3 refs. And after the game, we went to a sports bar. The referee sitting there drinking with them. And shout out to Cliff because Cliff was sitting at the table with me. They were just laughing. But yeah, it was good though, man. I enjoyed every moment that I played, whether I won or lost.
All right, so y'all lost that game. I heard there was a lot of trash talking behind that game, some bets. I heard y'all was basically telling the Patriots they weren't gonna win, they weren't going past the 50. Tell me more about this game. How did it all stem up of this game of being a big game to play against?
That's not true at all. You cannot pull up any quotes from majority of my players that were talking trash. That's the one thing that the Commandos never did. We never went on social media. We was never
Okay.
a social media team. Now, it might have been 1 or 2 players going back and forth, but at that time, it was a preseason game, so I had new guys, and I ran 3 plays the whole game. I ran the same 3 plays the whole game.
What was the final score?
It was like 21-8 because it was like 8-6 at halftime. We was winning, and they came back. They got 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns on the second half. But I mean, it was a preseason game.
All right, so y'all didn't go into that game expecting too much.
No. I just wanted to see during when preseason, man, I don't know how other coaches do it. It's two things I want to see: effort and my O line. Them two things there is the only things I want to see.
Yeah, because having the O line in semi-pro is actually a really, really big thing. If you got that, you half of the
Exactly.
game right there is on your side. All right, so after that preseason game, y'all end up going to what lead after that? Because y'all end up leaving the lead that y'all were in, right?
Went to the UFL.
All right, that season going into the first year, how was that?
Oh, it was funny. It was a good season. We lost our first game to the Duval Panthers, and after that, after that, we ran the table.
How many years were you in there?
One. We was there
Okay.
1 year, and I'm gonna tell you why we was there. During that season, we had a couple of teams that dropped out on us. In the regular season, Chris Morant called me and said, "Hey, y'all in the Phantoms got a bye. Do y'all want to play it?" I say, I have no problems. Originally, the Phantoms supposed to have came to Jacksonville for that regular season game. Coach Torres called me on the phone. I don't even know Coach Torres at this moment. He said, "Hey, Coach, hey, man, once you come up here, I got a good feel. I pay for everything." Man, 2 weeks prior to him telling me that, I think they had to go play the Glenn County Revolution, if I'm not mistaken. And they only brought like 19 players. Now, at this time, I don't know Coach Torres. But Coach Torres was so eager to have me come up there. So I was like, no problem. So we came up there, man, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, they beat us 12-6 overtime.
And that was a regular season, right?
That was a regular season. G. DeBow scored in overtime. Yeah. They beat us 12-6. Yeah. So they beat us 12-6. I mean, it was a good game. And then we came back to play them in the conference championship game.
Next question.
And that's when the bullshit happened.
So yeah, that was my question, man. So y'all, I heard y'all did really good, but y'all had a conference championship game against the Phantom. Give me more information. What happened? Because my word is that your starting quarterback got kicked out the game or something like that.
No. Here go what happened. Brandon Lee was the quarterback that year. Brandon Lee played all year long. He played 3 weeks prior when we went and played them in the regular season game. Coach Torres ran on the field and said that the president, Wayne Giles, and Chris Morant said that his team cannot step on the field because we had an ineligible player. Now, what got me was Chris Morant would not pick up the phone when I was dialing his number on the field, but he would pick up the phone and talk to Torres. So Wayne Giles came to the game. So we had to play a wide receiver all game long. My quarterback family came from Georgia. They were sitting there in the stands. They beat us 6-0. 6-0. After the game, my business partner at the time, Torres Epton, went up to Wayne Giles, whatever his name. Wayne Giles said, I had no idea what was going on. He then proceeded 2 weeks later to go on social media and say, hey, I had no idea. I never said nobody couldn't play. I don't know where they got this story from. Right now to this day, now Chris Morant and I have talked about this. Chris Morant, we cleared up the air. And me and Torres haven't cleared up the air. We never talked. I don't know why Torres go around telling people I got a problem with him when the man never talked to me. Ever. I'm in Orlando so much. The man never talked to me. But that was some bullshit. And then we left. That was the year we left. That was the year the Browns beat them in Miami, and we both left after that.
All right. What do you have a theory behind that, of why Coach Torres would do that to you? Because if y'all already played against a regular season, he beat y'all. So y'all going into the conference championship. What is your theory of that?
Honestly, fear.
Fear? Okay.
Fear. Because listen, here go my thing. You played a 3 weeks prior with our quarterback, and you beat us 12-6 overtime. It was a great game. One thing about it, let me make this clear. I have nothing against the Orlando Phantom players or organization. I never once said anything bad about it. I always said this, and I will say it to his face. Coach Torres is a snake because he changed up. He would change up his attitude. He would talk shit about you, but then come in your message box and be like, hey, man, let's talk. He inboxed 8 of my players, 8
Mm.
come and play for me. And I don't mind that because, hey, we don't have contracts on these guys, but don't go on Facebook, throw a rock and hide your hands, man. And that's all he's been doing. But nobody, a few people call him out on it. But overall, man, I have nothing personal against this dude. I don't know him. But the players, guys like Ray Dixon, Mike Davis, man, Perry, they had some great players on that team, man. I'm not taking nothing away from them guys.
Yeah, the organization itself, like I know those three people you just named, and that's great success of many of the players that come out of them. So I do understand that part, as in the Phantom has a great organization. I've heard my bits and trades about Coach T. I had a little situation with him when I first started getting the semi-pro. That's a whole nother story, another video. But I just wanted to get your behind the scenes because from talking to other people, what you just said is basically what they tell me. It was bogus. Like y'all should have won that game and probably would have won another ring going into that league. So is that the reason why y'all left that league?
Yes, definitely. I'm not going to sit in a league where, you got underhanded stuff going on.
Okay. So, and that was what, 2014?
2015. That was the same year the Browns beat the Phantoms, and both the Browns and the Rivercity Commandos left the league and went to the FFA.
Okay. That's pretty crazy that Torres even said that somebody was ineligible. Because I want to say they won one of their championship games with like 6 of their players were ineligible. I want to say, 2 years ago, like 3 of their players were playing arena football or something like that. I want to say it was like 2 or 3 years ago they won something, had a big argument on Facebook with everything. So after y'all left that league, what was the next league y'all went to?
FFA.
Yeah, y'all came over to the big boy league now. Now y'all talking. Okay. How do y'all like the FFA so far out of all the 3 leagues y'all been into?
I'm gonna let you handle that first. It's all right. I like the challenges, you know what I'm saying? The first year we went, them guys they had us going all down south. Like they had us traveling Bradenton down to Miami. We went to Miami 2 times. So it's a pretty good league. I like it. They, it got its ups and its downs, but I like the FFA. It's pretty good.
Compared to the other leagues, which one would you rather be in?
I'd rather be in the FFA before I play in any one of them Mickey Mouse leagues.
I like that. So with y'all being in the FFA and y'all being in Jacksonville, y'all got a lot of Jacksonville teams out there. What is stopping y'all from, as the city of Duval, because I've been up to Duval many times playing 4 or 5 different teams. What's stopping y'all all coming together and just making 1 or 2 teams in Jacksonville and y'all running the table because y'all got the talent?
Let me go ahead and tell you the truth. Back when I was a player, me and Session won the championship together as players. When I was a player, we had 2 teams. That was it.
Okay.
And we always, I think the First Coast Generals is one of the few teams that beat Magic City twice. There's not too many teams that beat the Magic City Bulls twice. And we did it. And back then, it was like we all wanted the best. We bring out the best. All these teams we have in Jacksonville, I think we have 10 to 12. I'm not sure. I don't lost count.
Yeah, y'all got a lot.
And just to be honest with you, I heard players say, "Oh, it's because the owners can't get along." It's because of this. Let me ask you a question. In semi-pro football, you got guys that rather be the man on the sorry team than to compete on the good team. Am I lying?
You're absolutely right about that. That's why I won't go join the Glads.
So here go my thing with that. I, for the last 3 to 4 years, have talked to almost every owner in Jacksonville. Not these new guys, but I have talked to all of them. And they will all tell you, I've been trying to put something together where we can do a summer league team where all teams can come together, the coaches can come together. Now we can see how it really works.
I like that.
Do you think these players showed up?
Nah, nobody showed up.
Oh man. So when these players go in here talking about, oh, it's the egos of the owners and all that, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's the biggest lie. It's very simple. I can play for this coach, don't have to come to practice. He gonna let me wear the jersey number I want to. He gonna let me do what I want to, and that's where I'm gonna stay at because I feel comfortable there. Period.
Yeah, there's way more behind it. Now I understand that.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of players that won't go to certain teams for one, because competition. If I go to another team, I know this coach, I know this owner. They're gonna put me on the field. I probably ain't gotta pay my player fee all the way. So that makes a lot more sense why y'all got so many teams out there. So speaking of the season of 2021 coming up, I'm gonna jump up some. You're coming up on your 100th win.
93-16. I'm standing at 93-16, man. I'm right now. I'm seven wins away from that.
All right, how you feel about that? I feel like that's pretty big in you doing this. How you feel about that?
Oh, I can't lie. That's something I want. I want it. I think all my accomplishment as a player and coach, this would be the icing on the cake right here.
Who do you want that win to be against?
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
whew, man, this gonna sound crazy, man. I really would love that win to be against a team that I have the pleasure of playing, and I will always respect them. I want to do it against the Raiders, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I respect Craig James. I respect.
Oh, when you say not to cut you off, when you say the Raiders, because we got 2 Raiders in the FFA.
Oh, the Duval Raiders. I want it at home now. I don't want to be on the road and gotta drink Hennessy on the road. I want it at home. But the reason why I want to do it, man, against Craig is because a lot of people don't know that the Raiders are one of the few teams in Jacksonville that will play the Rivercity Commandos straight up. These other teams in Jacksonville would not mention my name ever. Only way they play us if we end up in the league together. Think about this. With all these teams, why can't we do a preseason games with all these teams or tours for tots?
Something's going on now. That means they're scared. They got that fear.
No, yeah, it ain't nothing going on. They're internet gangsters around here.
Ooh, I like that.
I've been doing this for a long time. This would be my 10th year. I had to take 1 year off. I'm not ashamed to say this. You know what I'm saying? When I coach, I coach. I'm not out here trying to be their friends. I'm not trying to be their buddies all the time. This is my brother standing next to me. And when I say this, we're talking about off football. This don't have nothing to do with football. But on that football field, he's a player. And I'm out here to coach. I'm not out here to be your friend.
True.
And I got guys, when I look at some of these so-called coaches that's coming up in the ranks, I mean, come on, man. We all got to look professional, from the players to the coaches, and we all do. But you look at some of these guys out here, you don't know who the hell a coach is. You don't know what, and I'm big on discipline. I'm very big on discipline. And think about all the successful teams in semi-pro. The Bulls. The Bulls was a disciplined team. I played for the Bulls in 2009. I was a member of the Magic City Bulls. I traveled down there every Friday, and them boys opened their arms up to me, man. Big Rich, Johnny, Jogger, Stubbs, AJ, Hollywood, Terrence. Man, listen. And Cook, that's my brother. Think about it. The Gladiators, Perry, discipline. The Patriots was a disciplined team. Think about all the successful teams and think about it. When you're disciplined, you're more successful. And where do discipline start at? It starts up top. Man.
I like that because I agree with you on that one. Discipline is a big key in, I feel like, semi-pro, because a lot of people look at semi-pro a different way. So if you do have it locked and loaded, as in like, you got to be the practice. I don't care who you are. You can be Sessions that plays for a long time and a great linebacker. Sessions, I want to say you had back-to-back years in the FFA leading tackles.
3 years in a row, 2017, 18, and 19.
Leading tackles, and he still showed up to practice on time. Cliff is another person. I know Cliff suited and booted on time at the line, ready to run. So when you have that in organizations, you will be successful because they know you're not playing around. All right, so Session, let's get back to you with that 3-year back-to-back leading tackle as a linebacker. What goes in your head, and like, what do you do to prepare for that?
Just be me, man. Get out there, First, I do my praying, I ask the Lord to, cover me so I don't get injured or anything. Get on the field. I always been a good reader, on the field. So I see plays develop before they even see it. And I just do my thing.
Like that, I like that. So with you coming into the FFA being a linebacker and talent-wise, give me 2 teams that you like going against in the FFA. 2 running backs, 2 teams, whatever you want to do. Just give it to me.
I like playing against the Glad because they're a running team. So, going up against them big old linemen and making a attack at the same time, I enjoy playing against them. Another team, I probably can say the Duval Raiders. They run a lot. So yeah, I like playing against them guys too.
Oh, don't forget the Grizz.
Oh yeah, and the Grizzlies. Yeah, I forgot about those Georgia boys. I like playing against them too. Yeah.
That's another. Yeah, the Grizzlies do be running a lot too. Yeah, you're right about that. I do like them boys. They got a good receiver, right? But the Grizzlies, yeah, I do like playing against them too. They got some big boys over there.
Yeah.
What do you expect coming out of 2021 or 2022 season for you, man? Like, what are your expectations?
Right now, man, I'm enjoying life, man. I'm retired right now.
What?
Yeah, I'm retired right now, man. I don't know. It's just these guys here in Jacksonville, bro. It's different. Like they just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. You got guys, they say they want to win, but they don't put that work in to win. 2 years in a row, we got to the conference championship, bro, and the boys blow the money. Like it shouldn't be like that. We should be having 2 more rings added on.
3 years.
Yeah, 3.
Because you remember the first year we played the Patriots in the conference championship.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
In 2016.
Yep.
And then
17,
because we lost 2. Yeah, we done made the conference championship every year.
Yeah, every year.
So I was about to say that. I'm glad you brought that up, Coach. Y'all are the last team to beat the Glads at home.
Yeah.
Yep.
The last team. Yep, the last team, and they've been on a 4-year run of going to the championship. I want to know what. Say it again.
No, go ahead.
I want to know what was it when y'all went into Bradenton. What was it like? You know what? We got the upper hand in them to beat them at home. I feel like it's pretty big because they running the tables, but y'all the last team to beat them at home.
I mean, that year, I'm not gonna lie to you. That year, I had guys that was like they believed in themselves. It was a dog fight. That was a dog fight game. When I tell you it was a dog fight, we had to go 99 yards down the field and almost less than a minute and a half to pull out that victory. Every game that we played, every game that Bradenton Gladiators played, the Rivercity Commandos, the game ended in less than 6 points. There's never been a blowout either way. There always been games ended with score ended less than 6 points difference. So when we play each other, that's a heavyweight fight right there. I don't care what the records is, that's a heavyweight fight. But that year there, that game took a lot out of us because the next week we had to come right back to Tampa, and that's when we lost. And that took a lot out of us. That took a lot out of us.
And y'all lost to the Patriots, right?
Yeah, we lost to the Patriots.
That was 2017, right?
Yep, that was 2017.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because that was my first time playing against y'all. I played one time against y'all. Y'all had a running back. I forgot his name. He had dreads. Short running back.
Taryn Wilson, T3. Taryn Wilson.
That boy can run that ball. Listen.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we met in the hole. we met in the hole, and he woke me up. He went back 2 yards. Don't get twisted now. He went back 2 yards. But and then y'all had y'all quarterback too. I want to say what's his name? I think it was like number 12 or 15.
No. We only had Nigel, Brandon Woe, number 2. The greatest quarterback to wear number 12 is me. That's the truth. I mean, that is the truth.
Well, you didn't play in 2017, did you?
I don't had to play a few games almost each year. Yeah.
Hold on. So time out. I might have some here. Did you play against the Pirates at quarterback?
No.
Did you play? Were you the quarterback? Were you the quarterback when they played the Pirates?
Yeah. When we had to go,
I got a sack on you. Oh, I got a sack. Oh,
I know, and I got the win.
Second half of the FFA season. The bye week was last week. The Pirates finished the first half of the season 2-3. They'll be hosting the Rivercity Commandos from Jacksonville. Also,
I had the zips for the chick.
And I got the win.
Hey, man, look.
I threw about 5 touchdowns. Am I correct?
Nah, you threw 4. You threw 4.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you now, that psych that you got, man, hold on to that. Hold on to that and tell your grandkids about that one.
Hey, that's why I'm kind of hyped because I didn't even know that. Because word around town is you're a great athlete, and that's rare for it.
Man, that's like you saying you beat Ric Flair.
Oh, hey, all I know is in this editing, I'm gonna put that little clip on there. I know that. Hey, as a matter of fact, that was my first sack in the FFA, yeah, because that's my first time playing in semi-pro was for the Pirates that game. And we had y'all, but them boys just gave up at the end because y'all had that tight end too. Was it the tight end or receiver? No, y'all had a good tight end at that time.
Y'all never had us. Y'all never had us.
Okay.
Y'all, as long as I was quarterbacking, y'all never had us.
All right, I'll give you that. Y'all did win, so I can't say too much about that. So, with y'all being in the FFA this long, what is it that stopping y'all from getting over that hump to get to a championship in the FFA? Because y'all seem successful a lot out of everything else besides the little nonsense that happened with Coach T and the Phantoms. But in the FFA, what is it that y'all have to do to get over this hump to get y'all a ring like y'all were before?
I mean, let me go ahead and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. When you got guys for a championship week show up to the field at 3:30, but yet walk on the field at 5:30, the game started at 6. And I have guys on my team already talking about who they playing for next year. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody always wants to blame it on, it was his fault. Okay, well, if I'm coaching and we got there, and I'm coaching the same way to get us there, now all of a sudden now you lose a game, it's my fault. My thing is, you can coach X's and O's. You cannot coach their heart. You can't coach it. And I think I had some players that was a little scared.
No,
I really do. And I'm not saying all of them because all of them wasn't, but there's some players that was sort of scared, man, because listen, I respect Perry, I respect the Greenwoods and the Gladiators organization. Listen, they coming straight at you. That's as simple as that. They're not gonna finesse you. They're coming straight at you.
Straight up.
And guys will tell you, man, we all year long. I'm like, yo, listen, physically, we have to get tough. We have to play a physical game. And I think a lot of these guys, when they're winning big, they're happy. But when they're in a tough game, now that's when the true colors come out. And that has a lot to do with their DNA, because I can't coach that. I can't coach it. I know when I played, I left it all on the field. I ain't give a damn who I played against. But This new generation is entitlement, man. They feel like if it ain't a blowout, they don't want to fight for it. You know, we get scored on first. you hear people on the sideline, oh man, heads drop. I'm like, come on, man, really? So, I mean, to get over the hump, man, is a mental thing. That's where it starts at. It's a mental thing. So once you become mentally strong, I think any team, not just us, but any team can get over that hump.
I like that. So with 2022 coming in, y'all are coming back to the FFA. What is the goal?
Okay, before you say we're coming back to the FFA,
Uh-oh.
let me address something. I'm finna address something. These leagues are not ran perfectly.
Okay.
There's a lot of BS goes on behind the scenes, and I will share this with you. Until a team pay their league fee to the league, that league has no teams.
True.
I don't give a damn. Verbal commitments does not mean I'm coming back for show. I'm hearing that the EFL now got 28 teams. Until $28,000 is presented to Torres from every team, he don't have them teams.
Mm-hmm.
The FFA has 20 teams. Until $20,000 is presented, there's no, we can talk. Now, whatever league I come in, whatever league I bring the Commandos in, our goal is always going to be the same. Our goal is never going to change. We don't play for wins. We don't play for recognition. We play to win championships. And that's all. And that's all I ask for. I coach my ass off. I got guys like Session who, if he say he's retiring, guess what? I'm gonna be the biggest fan and say, man, you deserve it, because he does. I ain't that type gonna be like, no, bro, come on back. I need you. I would never do that. He earned that right to say, hey, I done did it my way. He earned that right. But now if he come back and say, my brother, let's do it, I would love to. That 100 victory, he got to be there. I don't care if he's on the sideline in a polo shirt or whatever. He got to be there because there's so many players helped me get to this moment, man. I didn't do this by myself.
True. All right, I like that, man. Well, I appreciate y'all coming and keeping it real with me, because y'all been doing that since I've been talking to y'all since day one. I appreciate y'all keeping it real on the show. I like y'all to say this is really big, and I hope people are listening to what y'all are saying, because it needs to be said. Y'all are one of the few interviews that I can say, like, I came with some good questions and y'all gave me real answers. And a lot of the answers y'all gave me is basically my homework of what people were telling me. I just want to let y'all know the Glad said y'all were scared to play them this year. That's why y'all forfeit that game. So y'all wouldn't come out here and play them. I just had to throw that out there, okay?
Okay, all right. So you want the truth? Do you want the truth?
Hey, I always want the truth.
Okay, let me tell you. I'm going to give it to you, Blood Raw. What happened? January the 10th. January the 16th, if I'm not mistaken, the Glads played that bowl game in Daytona. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because I was there. Now,
yeah, the Daytona, yeah.
Yeah, that following week, I got a call from Anthony Smith, a.k.a. Cheese, Charlie Washington at that time, Alethea, the executive board for the FFA. The Gladiators had one player that I guess had COVID, and now is a thing about where we don't know. I got a phone call saying, hey, Mott, listen, they got COVID. The game is a no contest. This is what the league told me. I never had no say-so in it. Derek Greenwood had texted me saying, hey, what's going on? I heard this. The league told me that we're not going to play the game because the league had told them by COVID protocols that they will have to sit out 2 weeks. Now, the Gladiators didn't play their first two games. Am I correct?
You're right. They had to make those up because I want to say it was the Soldiers and the Pirates or something like that.
So why was we scared to play them? What about the second week? They was under protocol by the league. The league told me we weren't playing the game. I didn't have no say so in it. Now, what I don't do, what I would never do, I'm not an internet gangster. I don't go on social media. You'll never see me do that. But a lot of people talk behind my back, but when they see me, guess what they do? Hey, what's up, Mike? But I know you don't talk behind my back. But it's cool though, because I ain't here for all that.
Okay.
But the league told us we wasn't playing, and that was simple as that. That was simple as that. And let me share something with you, man, because this is something that you're gonna really enjoy.
Okay.
You got a lot of owners that talk about other owners behind their back, and yet they don't know these owners.
Mm-hmm.
In 2015, when I was in the UFL, I used to hear about, Trav, he don't like traveling. Trav, all they want to do is want you to come down south. Trav, you be trying to shit you. Now, me and Trav never met each other. When I met Trav, me and Trav got to know each other. That's my brother, man. All that shit they talk about Trav, they can kiss my ass.
Okay.
Because they talk about you. These owners talk about you. Not all of them, but some of them talk about you. They don't know you. That's why this game has become very, flawed right now, because you got some owners that talk about you. You got some league officials that talk about you. And then yet they get in your face and be like, what's up? Trav is a good dude, man.
He is.
Trav love the Hollywood Browns. And when them 2 years he had to take off, me and Trav talk more than people think we do. I used to tell my brother, hey, man, you got a good thing going. I need you back because that's my brother. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If I was in Miami, guess what? I would be on that staff.
Nice. Okay.
And
I'll be at linebacker.
Yeah, he will be at linebacker. And I'm going to tell you this right now, too. If you ever wanna really see how it goes, sit in one of these meetings. Sit in one of these meetings and see how some of these owners that talk all this trash, they don't say nothing in these meetings. They don't say nothing. I stand up for the Rivercity Commandos because that's my team. But they take it personal. Outside that meeting, man, I'm the coolest person you ever meet.
Okay.
Hey,
I like that.
I gotta give a shout out to my family down south, man. Trav, Polo, man, love y'all boys. Bulls, love y'all. Mac, Sharon, Finney, y'all know how it is, man. I love y'all, man. Hey, listen. TY, I got you, my partner, my little brother. But listen, man, 2021, 2022, River City Commandos, man, whatever league we in, man, we're gonna put on the show, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it,
All
man.
right.
We bring a Hennessy to every city we go to.
That's what I like to hear. I'm gonna have to come to one of these games you come out here to and slide up there and see what's really going on. All right.
Man, I got you, man. I got a hotel lined up for you, the Pickaboo.
All right, I like that. I appreciate it, y'all. Hey, man, like I said, they gave it to me blood raw, and I can't argue with it. I feel like this interview is one of my best interviews. Y'all stay tuned because I got some more stuff coming. Y'all know, like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Be a part of this mixing game, man. I appreciate it.
Man, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man.
No problem, no problem.
It ain't no competition. Missing game, missing. Yeah, missing.